awesome. IELTS Energy listeners, I am so excited. As you can see, it's not Aubrey next to me today. It is a special guest. Wakako, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Jessica, nice to talk to you.
So, I think our students know by now, if you guys have been listening to IELTS Energy for a while, you know that usually when we have a special guest, it is because they got awesome IELTS scores. And that is why Wakako is here today. But before we get to the main event of the scores, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I'm originally from Japan, but I've been in the Netherlands for like 11 years.
You've been in the Netherlands
Netherlands,
for
yeah,
11
Amsterdam,
years.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
I spent some time in Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Um,
Ooh.
beautiful country. What do you do in the Netherlands?
I work. Actually, love brought me to the Netherlands, and I stayed, yeah, already more than 10
Oh,
years. Yeah.
that's such a beautiful sentence. Love brought me to the Netherlands. I love
Yeah.
that sentence. Okay,
Yeah.
so why did you have to take the IELTS exam?
Yeah, actually, I already immigrated to the Netherlands, but we are trying to uh, leave in Netherlands to the Canada. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So
Very
Canada,
cool.
yeah, is the country where my husband's family immigrated. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Where is your husband from?
Iran, originally from Iran.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is beautiful. There are so many cultures and countries in your amazing story. I am already in love with this story. Okay. So IELTS. So you need the Canadian PR, right?
Yeah.
Which has high score
Yeah,
requirements.
exactly. Yeah.
Very tough. Okay,
Mm.
Wakako, let's get to it. What scores did you get on your recent IELTS exam?
I got overall seven. Yeah,
Woohoo! All right.
yeah.
And for like each category, what did you get?
So I got 7.5 for listening, reading, and 7 on speaking, and 6.5 on writing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So,
Yeah.
are those scores that's even a little higher than what you need? Well, I guess the 7.5 is higher than what you need.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, actually, the minimum requirement was 6. Yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
yeah.
you blew that out of the water.
No.
Awesome.
Yeah, but yeah.
Had you taken the IELTS exam before, or was this your
Yes.
first time?
This was second time actually. So I took
Okay.
actually I took CELPIP, the Canadian
CELPIP. Yeah.
CELPIP. Yeah, that stumped me. I hate CELPIP.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Can you
like
tell us
CELPIP.
why? Like, because,
Yeah.
like, I am an expert in IELTS. I know
Hmm.
everything about IELTS,
Hmm.
and that doesn't leave a lot of room in my brain for
Yeah.
other exams. Like, I know a
Hmm.
little bit about TOEFL, a little bit about,
Yeah.
PET and all that. Can you tell me what made CELPIP? Why did you hate it? Like, what's up with CELPIP?
Yeah, I expected this question actually.
Oh,
There,
awesome.
yeah, because I wanted to say that IELTS is more straightforward. So I want to clarify the difference between CELPIP and IELTS. So
Yeah.
CELPIP, yeah, I think there are three big differences between
Okay.
CELPIPs and
Cool.
IELTS. And firstly, the listening test on CELPIP takes 1 hour, which is double. Yeah,
Holy moly,
1 hour
1 hour just for
listening.
listening.
Yeah, it's so tiring. Yeah,
That's too much. That's
yeah, too
insane.
much.
Is it
Yeah.
like TOEFL where it requires you to like read something and then listen and then respond and then like because a whole hour that can't just be listening and like
No.
typing answers.
Yeah, exactly. And also on IELTS, I could read question and then listening, right? So I
Yeah.
highlight the important points, and then I
Keywords.
start listening. But for the
Yeah.
CELPIP, without checking the question, first you have to listen. Very long sentences or conversations. So you have to write down everything.
Oh my God. You have to
Yeah,
take notes while you're listening to
exactly,
everything.
exactly. And then go to questions. So
That's
tiring. Yeah.
so hard. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's just like, I mean, I get it because like in the real world, you don't have a chance to like think about keywords before you talk to someone or whatever. Like I understand that.
Yeah.
But that's why IELTS is easier than those kinds of tests
Yeah.
because there are fewer skills you need. Like on IELTS, like you said, it's straightforward. You know exactly what to do. You look at the questions, underline keywords, predict what you need. Like it's
Yeah.
a very straightforward
Yes.
strategy
Yes.
system
Yes. Yes.
if you're in 3 keys, that is.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
so
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
that sounds so hard. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. What about the rest of CELPIP?
Yeah.
You have 2 more points, right?
Yeah. And also the speaking test is with computer, like a TOEFL,
Ugh.
I think. Yeah. That. Yeah. So awkward. Yeah. And also very. Yeah. It's really strange
That would
question.
be
Yeah. Like it's
Oh,
like
really? So
IELTS topic is more general, but for
yeah.
CELPIP like you are shown like picture of the people
Uh-huh.
doing, for example, like CrossFit, for example. They are
Yeah,
doing like
yeah,
exercises, and then you have to
right.
describe what they are doing. So even
That
native
is
speaker, yeah, maybe if they don't exercise and you cannot say
totally
anything. So
well, like
yeah,
that does not mimic any natural practice at all, like, not even in your first language. Like, at least with the IELTS speaking test, like, you've spoken to other people face to face in a language before. Like,
yeah,
you are you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
some of the questions are kind of weird on IELTS, which we do prepare you for on this
hmm
podcast. Um, but at least it's like something that might happen in the real world, like someone asking you a weird question, you know? But when are you gonna have to just like
yeah,
describe a weird picture? What
yeah,
does that prove?
yeah, exactly.
You know what though? Because I've written a lot of practice test materials for Asian publishers. Um, and a lot of standardized English tests do that. It's like they show you a picture and they have you talk about it out loud. So it's not only CELPIP, it's a weird thing. Okay,
Yeah,
so that's weird. Anything else?
yeah. The last point is that on therapy, so you can so there is like a limited amount time that you can spend for each test. Like so listening is 1 hour, reading is 1 hour, writing is 1 hour, and speaking is
Okay.
like 20 minutes. But if
That is
once
a
you
long
finish,
test.
yeah, very long, longer than IELTS, and but if once you finish, you can go further. You don't have to wait until like yeah the time is over. And what
Yeah.
happened was I took CELPIP in London, where it's English speaking country, and there
Yeah.
was only 6 test takers in a room. And I think
Uh-huh.
that I'm not English speaker. I speak Dutch in the Netherlands. So and so what happened was other test takers was finished all exam much earlier than me. So when I
Oh.
was reading, so many of them started writing, and some of them even started speaking when I was still reading. So that I could hear,
That's
and then, yeah,
terrible.
I was disturbed a lot, and I lost my
Oh,
control, and
oh
yeah, and
yeah.
I yeah
Totally.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Because I can compare that with my experience taking computer IELTS.
Mhm.
Um, And because like again guys, maybe you haven't been listening to us for years, which is fine, you're listening now, so welcome.
Yeah.
But a few years ago, before I created the computer 3 keys IELTS version of the course, I tested out all the strategies on the real exam. I flew to Canada, I took the test.
Oh.
It was awesome. But
Mm.
like it's organized, like it's structured well. Everybody starts and stops at the same time. And there are 2 invigilators there keeping track of everything. Like it's very well controlled
Mm.
as an environment.
Mm.
I can't imagine the chaos
Mm.
of having multiple people at different points in this crazy long exam
Yeah.
speaking while someone is reading. Like that is bonkers to me. And then just like it's a free for all. Just you can finish, you could leave, and
Yeah.
meanwhile, people are trying to concentrate.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yes. Yeah. So that's why.
Okay.
Yeah, I prefer
So
IELTS. Yeah.
biggest takeaway today,
Mm.
take IELTS, don't take CELPIP.
Yeah,
Oh my
nearby
God.
my house
That was
I could take. Yeah, IELTS is
that was
near my house.
such
My house. Yeah.
such a fantastic like, and it was closer, right? But
Yeah.
such a fantastic window into that exam. I am
Mhm.
so happy you prepared that and thought about that. You're so smart. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about IELTS before we finish.
Yep.
When you received your scores, were they what you thought? Were they higher or lower than what you thought? Like what did you think when you saw your IELTS scores?
This time, yeah, it was beyond my expectation. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I was so happy. Yeah. Actually, I was even preparing for like asking refund. I lost like so, yeah, my confidence before taking exam. Yeah.
Why? Because
Yeah.
you had taken CELPIP before, but you had also taken IELTS before?
Yeah. Just
Okay. So
yeah.
what did you get on IELTS the first time you took it?
First time was overall 6. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, that was minimum requirement. So I thought I was
Yeah.
done. And I stopped. I stopped studying. I stopped preparing for IELTS for 4 months. So I
Wow.
took IELTS for first time in August last year, and I didn't do anything until middle of December when I signed up for 3 keys, because I thought I was done with the band 6. But yeah, it turned out that my husband's family is doing like immigration consultant, and he said like he didn't say anything. He didn't update for 4 months, and after 4 months he came back to me. No, you should have more. I don't know, after some calculation. And I immediately decided to sign up for 3 keys because when I decided, so after taking CELPIP like a year ago, I decided to take IELTS. I was devastated. I was stumped by CELPIP, and I decided to take IELTS. And then I immediately searched nice and helpful podcasts. And I searched,
We are nice and helpful.
very, very, yeah. Very much. And I started listening all ears English, but I decided not to sign up for 3 keys because my target score was 6, lower than 7. So, but I was listening, but I used one phrase I learned in a podcast on a speaking exam for the first time. Like I said like the people's taste eclectic, and so nice word, and I never.
That's a great word.
Yeah.
Eclectic is one of my favorite adjectives. I love it. It just means various or like a wide variety, very different. Like that is a concept that I hear students express all the time.
Yeah.
So it's an easy adjective to work
Yeah.
into your answers. Well done, Wakako.
And so I never ever forget the examiner's face when I said people's tastes are eclectic. like British elderly lady was the examiner, and she was like, so
That's awesome.
yeah, so yeah, I liked Oli's English podcast, and so I was sure that I was going to sign up for 3 keys when I target 7 or higher, and yeah, and
That's
then I decided,
fantastic. Okay.
yeah.
And do you think you could have still raised your overall band score by over a whole band score? Do you think you could have gone from a 6 all the way to a 7 if you tried to do this on your own? Like, just listen to the podcast, like, just study by yourself. Do you
No,
think that
definitely not, definitely not. Without
um,
3 keys, it was impossible. I think no. No.
okay, okay. So can
Even with
you
three,
yeah.
even with 3 keys, I thought it was impossible. Yeah, but
But it wasn't.
yeah,
Can
so
you can you
yeah.
tell us, like, the 2 biggest ways that our course
Mm.
helped you?
Yeah, I think the plan was well organized. So I was following a 60 days plan in four
Nice.
months. so
Okay.
so for quite long periods. So in this kind of interview, I often hear that many students follow 30 days plan in 2 weeks or
Yeah.
even in 1 week. But
It
I was
happens.
but I was following 60 days plan in four months.
But
uh,
that's fine. Like, that's why it's a flexible online course, because every
yeah,
adult has a different schedule. So that's cool. Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that is something we consistently hear, that the study plan is like
Mm,
the number one thing that helps
mm.
students. Cause like I said, every adult is busy. We all have different schedules. And like, we are happy to organize this for you guys. Like, you don't have to do this alone. Don't do this by yourself.
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too hard. Okay. And then one more thing maybe that
Yeah.
you can highlight about how the course helped you?
I think the one of the greatest future of 3 keys is like Jessica and Aubrey are reachable anytime maybe. Yeah, because I sent in support email to ask about like
Yeah.
technical question, and then Jessica
Uh-huh.
replied directly, and
Oh, right.
I
That's
didn't
me. I
yeah
did that.
so I didn't expect that. Oh, Jessica replied. So like
That's
I
awesome.
felt like I was privileged. so yeah.
You know, I love that so much. We try so hard, you guys, to
Mm,
really support you every step of the way. And like you just heard from Wakako, like, she sent an IELTS question into our support. Like, that's
mm,
where everybody sends all of their things,
mm,
questions and problems. But you know
yeah.
what? Like, if it is specific to IELTS, it automatically goes to me. Like, it's
Mm,
not like someone is going to pretend to know and like try and answer your question. No, like, we make sure that you get the help you need. And
mm.
Aubrey is the one in there all the time answering questions on Facebook. And
Yeah,
if
yeah,
there's
yeah.
anything like
Yeah.
if there's anything that she doubts or is unsure of at all, she
Mhm.
emails me right away, like,
Mm.
just to check. Like, you are 100% supported every step of the
Yeah,
way.
I felt that.
Um
Yeah, yeah. I
that's
was not
awesome. Yeah,
following gold plan, but I felt that
that's so
I'm
awesome. That's so
privileged.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
Everyone is privileged if you're in 3 keys IELTS. Okay, guys. As you may have heard on the show recently, we are updating. We have updated and gave the course a very shiny new platform, and really put so many hours into just making sure this course was as up to date as possible, making it as even better, if that's possible, than what already was. So check that out, guys. Go to allearsenglish.com/KEYS. All right, also, Wakako, congratulations. I love your story, and I am privileged that I got to talk to you today.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
All right, Wakako, have a good day.
You too.